Welcome in, everybody, to day number 2 of the Jack Frost tournament right here at Georgetown High School. Georgetown coming off of the first win of the season, an absolute cinematic masterpiece we got to watch last night, a 76-72 overtime victory for the Georgetown Eagles. They're coming up against the El Paso Hanks here today at 12. The Hanks Knights come into the ballgame 6-4, fresh off of a loss last night to Coppell, who looks like they might be the early favorites to win this whole tournament. They won against El Paso 57-89, and then Coppell just beat Midway by 62 the game just before this one. So that looks like a very tough matchup for Georgetown here at 6 p.m. tonight. But first, they've got this El Paso squad led by a couple of star performers. Jacob Perez, number 3, 19 points per game guy. They've got a freshman, Sebastian Martinez, number 12, who averages 13. Another team that can put up points in a big way. They're averaging 55 on the season. And this team profiles kind of similarly to what Georgetown faced last night against Midway. Georgetown's going to have a size advantage. El Paso's tallest player is number 10, Landon Martinez. He's 6'3". Georgetown's got a couple guys who are 6'7", including Finn Sims, who last night had a 15-point, 19-rebound day, I believe, that double-double. And then that was really a massive impact on that ball game, just having the ability to control rebounds. But you cannot talk about last night's performance and not mention Nick Hansen's 45-point outburst to really lead Georgetown to that victory. Georgetown went into that game only averaging 42 points in the entire game. Hansen had 45 by himself. And so if that is a sign of things to come, Nick Hansen blossoming into his own superstar-type role here at the tournament, Georgetown's going to be a tough out. The question is, will other players step up around him? Him and Finn Sims were the only players in double-digit scoring. They've got a little bit of contribution last night from a couple other guys. Brady Askew hit some clutch free throws. Will there be another consistent scorer alongside them, or will it be that two-man show? Once again, Finn Sims and Nick Hansen really carrying the offensive load. That's going to be the question coming into today, because you know Hanks is going to go all out to stop Nick Hansen from beating them and try to force somebody else like Finn Sims or potentially another one of these starters like John Dahl, Oliver Reeves, so someone else to step into that scoring role, get into the double digits, and try to take some of the load off of those star players who really showed out in a big way last night. 4 minutes, 20 seconds before tip-off. We'll send it to one more timeout, and then we will bring you the tip-off of the game number 2 of the Jack Frost tournament. Don't go anywhere. If last night was anything to go off of, we're going to have another excellent ball game here tonight, folks. So it should be a lot of fun. Another game here tonight at 6. So we've got a double header of sorts here today. 12 the game against El Paso, 6 against Coppell. So show up for that one as well. And I'll go one more timeout. We'll come back. We'll get to the starting lineups, national anthem, and the tip-off right after this. Under 2.5 minutes before tip-off. Not sure if they're going to announce the starters tonight, so just in case they don't, I'm going to go ahead and knock that out. For Georgetown tonight, starting number 2, the 5'11 senior guard, Brady Askew. At wing, the 6'7 senior, Finn Sims, number 3. Number 5, the 6'4" senior wing Carter John Dahl. The 6' senior guard, number 11, Nick Hansen. And then number 55, the post player, 6'5" senior Oliver Reeves. And then for the El Paso Hanks Knights, number 2, 5'8" senior Matthew Salcedo. Number 3, 5'9" senior Jacob Perez. Number 10, the 6'3" sophomore Landon Martinez. Number 11, the 5'8" sophomore Joseph Leggett. And number 12, 6' freshman Sebastian Martinez. So if you will notice, 3 of El Paso's starting players are under 6 feet tall. That is going to be barbecue chicken for Finn Sims if he's able to get inside the post and try to go to work on these guys, get them in foul trouble. That's my initial thoughts on this ball game. Georgetown tried to leverage that size advantage, get El Paso to guard them down low, and just go to work in the post. I think that's going to be a great opportunity to get some other scorers involved, other bigger guys who've got that height advantage, got that size advantage. Someone like Oliver Reeves, 6'5" senior, he's got the start tonight as well. Same thing with last night. I think he's going to have a good opportunity tonight to go to work against the Hanks Knights and try to work down low. Under 1 minute to go before tip-off. Big shout out to Hyatt and Heath up here in the booth with me helping out again. Could not do this without you guys. Hyatt did a tremendous job in the stats last night, and Heath, as always, excellent on the cam. Bringing this all to you guys for free on the First Responder Broadcasting SHN YouTube channel. We're going to have the game today, the game tonight, and then the game tomorrow, and we will let you know the time, the place of that game as soon as we figure that out. Should have that information, I believe, at the latest after this tonight's game against Coppell at 6. If before that, we will have it before, we will let you guys know. We'll go to the crowd mic in the event they do make an announcement of the starters.
Good afternoon and welcome to Georgetown ISD and the gym at Georgetown for today's basketball game. Our matchup is between the El Paso Hanks Knights and your Georgetown Eagles. At this time, we will have the starting lineups for today's game. First, for the visiting Knights. The Knights are coached by Mauricio Perez and assistant coach Jeff Morse. Starting today for the Knights, 5'11" senior, wearing number 2, Matthew Salcedo. A senior, 5'9", wearing number 3, Jacob Perez. 6'3" sophomore, wearing number 10, Landon Martinez. 5'8" sophomore, wearing number 11, Joseph Leggett. And lastly, wearing number 12, freshman, 6 foot tall, Sebastian Martinez. And now for your Georgetown Eagles. The Eagles are coached by David Canfield, Peter Stackman, Kyle Gandy, and Robert Havens. Starting this afternoon for your Eagles, wearing number 2, 5'11" senior, a guard, Brady Askew. A senior forward, 6'7", wearing number 3, Finn Sims. A senior, at the wing position, 6'4", wearing number 5, Carter John Dahl. 6-foot senior playing guard, wearing number 11, Nick Hansen. And a 6'5" senior, our post player, wearing number 55, Oliver Reeves.
So we do get these starters announced over the PA system, and we will set up for tip-off. It's going to be Finn Sims against number 10, Landon Martinez. That's a 4-inch height advantage for Finn Sims. So Georgetown's got a good opportunity to win this opening tip and take the first offensive possession of the ballgame. Day number 2, Friday, of the Jack Frost tournament underway. No, not even a contest by Hanks. They just let Finn Sims go up and grab it, and Georgetown will have the ball. Hansen takes it across midcourt. Fresh off that 45-point performance, you know Hanks is going to be guarding him close. Hansen's got it, lets it fly for 3 short. Offensive rebound by Reeves. Tries to get us inside, back out to Askew. Now to John Dahl, his 3-pointer's up. No good. And a good job boxing out by Hanks. They'll take control. Georgetown struggled from 3 last game. Only one made three-pointer all night long. That was by Nick Hansen. Georgetown's definitely looking to improve that here today. Jacob Perez now dribbling it, trying to set up the Hanks offense. Out to Martinez, the first, Sebastian Martinez. There are 2 Martinez's, so I'll try to get those right. Sebastian hands it off to Perez. Closing on 7 minutes here in the first. El Paso still trying to find somewhere to go. Driving inside is Saucedo. Out to Martinez, the freshman. He takes a mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. Big rebound by Sims. We saw a lot of that last night. 19 boards in that win against Midway. Hansen now taking it up out to Sims. Has a step, drives inside, and that just looks too easy for Finn Sims. That's the height advantage that I was talking about. I think Reeves have an opportunity to have a big day. Finn Sims, the first bucket of the night. Georgetown up 2-0. Hanks looking to respond now. Martinez got it. Inside, throws it away. Turnover, Finn Sims takes it. Fast break opportunity now for Georgetown. Sims will slow it down, gets it up to John Dahl. Back out to Hansen now. With a head of steam, makes a move, gets inside, goes up. Can't get it to go. A lot of contact, no call. Sims recovers. He can't get the follower up. Gets his own miss. A lot of bodies down there. Picks it up on the ground and gets fouled. So Finn Sims already having a massive impact with that height advantage. He gets a couple boards, throws it up, gets fouled. And with 6:11 to go in the first quarter, Finn Sims to the free throw line for 2 shots. First one on the way is good. He's got a high arcing free throw. Looks really pretty to watch. Goes down 3-0 Georgetown. Looking to make it 2 wins in a row. Second free throw is good. 4-0 Georgetown early in this one. Hanks driving now. Leggett's going all the way. Passes it out to Perez. Now back up and out to Sebastian Martinez. Up to Saucedo. Now Leggett's got it. Finn Sims on him. That's a height mismatch. He's probably not going to want to take that shot. He passes it out to Landon Martinez. Out to Sebastian Martinez. And now back up to Perez. Still trying to find a way in as Hanks trying to probe this Georgetown defense. Saucedo's got it now, trying to set up a play. Gets it to Landon. Inside, trying to find somewhere to go. Hanks is unable to get anywhere going, and Sims jumps that pass, deflects it out. We're going to get our first substitution as Ryan Cardenas comes into the ballgame for Landon Martinez. So now the tallest player on Hanks is out of the game currently, as the 5'11 freshman Ryan Cardenas takes his place, and now there are 4 Hanks players under 6 feet. Leggett's now looking for a way in, pass it up to Saucedo. Working on Hansen, pulls up, tough jumper, gets fouled on the shot attempt. And he will go to the line for 2 free throws. And that's going to be the challenge here tonight. How does Hanks play the small ball game against Georgetown's size? They've got 4 players under 6 feet on the court right now. And that's a tough jumper. They draw the foul, go to the free throw line. Saucedo misses his first attempt. Matthew Saucedo, the 5'8 senior, is averaging 12 points a game. He's a high-impact player, but he's not really faced this level of competition in this tournament. There's so many talented teams here and the Jack Frost tourney from all over the state. He nails the second free throw. A tough first game against Coppell. Looking to right the ship here against Georgetown. They knock the second free throw down, 4-1. Georgetown leads it. And I believe Askew was on the line when he caught that ball. It's going to be a turnover. Hanks will regain possession. Kind of a slow start for both sides offensively. Georgetown's got a couple buckets low and a foul for free throws. Hanks only has that free throw attempt when they went 1 for 2. Leggett now trying to find a way in. Passes it out to Sebastian. Sebastian working on John Dahl. He can't find anywhere to go. Back out to Perez. Up to Saucedo, and then back to Cardenas. Still trying to find a way in. Sebastian passes it out to Cardenas. His three-pointer's on the way, and good. Cardenas gets a lane, fires the 3, and knocks it down. Ties the game as we approach 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. Hansen takes it up to Sims, up to John Dahl. Tries to go up into Sims. Pass takes him out. Good pass to Askew. Floater is good. Georgetown responds with a 2-pointer of their own. Great assist there by Sims to pass to Askew. Great touch around the rim to knock it down. 6-4. Georgetown leads it. 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. Perez now looking for a way in. Outside to Martinez. Back to Cardenas. Jacob Perez working on Askew. He's walled off. We're seeing some excellent defense right now by Georgetown. Martinez up to Perez, trying to play a two-man screen type game. Now back up to Sebastian. Perez now working off him. He'll pull up from three, and he'll knock down a shot. Back-to-back threes for the Hanks Knights go down. They take the lead 6-7, 3:45 to go in the first quarter. Hansen takes it across midcourt. Up to John Dahl now. Askew working against Hanks. They loses the ball. John Dahl picks it up, goes inside, looking for Sims. Gets it on everybody, goes up, and that's too easy. Another bucket for Finn Sims. He's got all 6 points, I believe. 6 of the 8 points tonight so far. Askew's got the other shot. Hanks will take it across midcourt. They've knocked a couple three-pointers down. Let's see how Georgetown adjusts. Risky throw there. Well handled by Sebastian. He'll drive inside. The freshman goes against John Dahl, draws the foul. He will go to the line and we'll get a substitution here. Abraham Martinez for Hanks will come into the ball game. For Georgetown, it's going to be Sam Lopez. He did not play last night. I think they like his size matchup. He'll come into the ball game, as well as Abdul Mohiz. And I believe Copeland Madre will take the court as well. First free throw goes down and is good. That is not Copeland Madre. That is Hunsaker coming into the ball game. 8-8, tie ball game here. 3:10 left to go in the first quarter. Sebastian Martinez's second free throw on the way. And good. So Hanks regains the lead, 8-9 here early in the ball game. Hansen takes it across, finds Mohiz in the far corner. Coming inside of Sims. He likes his matchup, will go after him. And there's going to be a foul called on Hanks. That's the threat Finn Sims presents on those attacks. Hanks is just simply outmatched the size-wise, and they're going to inevitably foul quite a bit. We might see a lot of Hanks players in foul trouble. Probably going to see a lot of rotating here tonight. Sims to the free throw line to capitalize on what has been a very good first quarter for him. Knocks the first shot down. Second free throw on the way to gain the lead. Is up and good. 10-9, Georgetown regains the lead on the back of 8 Finn Sims points here in the first quarter. Hanks looking to respond. Saucedo with it up top, now back out to Paris. His three-pointer to respond. Too strong. Oh, gets the nice bounce, falls it in. 3 three-pointers now in the first quarter for Hanks. A 2-point lead for them. Hansen back out to Sims. Now Mohiz. And then the far side, Hunsaker with it. Back to Mohiz up top, and then Hansen's got it. Wants a three, fakes it, has a step inside. Good defense there by Hanks, knocks the ball away. Fast break opportunity, going all the way is Martinez. Can't convert, offensive board, short rebound by Lopez. Mohiz was very close to stepping out of bounds on that recovery, but they get it away clean. Georgetown gets out of there, now with a chance. Hansen, the far side, running baseline, gets it inside to Sam Lopez, who's got position. That looked like a foul, doesn't get called. He recovers, puts the bucket up anyway, ties the game back at 12. Sam Lopez's first bucket of the game. Hanks looking to regain the lead. 12-12 as we go under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Saucedo out to Hernandez, throws it away, risky pass. Saucedo ends up recovering, and we'll try to reset this offense. Hernandez with it, working on Mohiz. Back up to Paris. He's lethal from 3. Out to Saucedo, back out to Paris. Hernandez now back to Paris. His three-pointer once again is good. Jacob Paris feeling it from downtown right now. He's got 3 three-pointers already in this first quarter, and Hanks back up by 3. Georgetown's got to close down on those three-point shooters if they want to put a lid on Hanks' offense here. Sims working against Hanks, drives inside. I think he definitely got fouled on that drive. Doesn't land the shot, but he'll get 2 more free throws. And clearly, I think Coach Canfield had the same idea I did. They look at the rosters. You see Finn Sims is 6'7". You see their tallest player is 6'3". And you just put the ball in his hands, let him go to work. He's very nifty with the ball in his hands on those attacks. First free throw goes down is good. Second shot on the way for Finn Sims. Shot is up. No good for Finn Sims, so he'll have 9 at this point in the first quarter as Hanks looks to take advantage, going quick. Great recovery there by Hunsaker. Saucedo tried to do a nifty pass to Sebastian Martinez in the corner. Hunsaker deflects it out of bounds. And with 1:05 left to go in the first, it'll be an inbounds play for Hanks. Hanks up by 2 on the back of a bunch of three-pointers to fall. That pass inside is deflected by Finn Sims. Hanson's got on a fast break, trying to be defended, and he will be fouled by Jacob Perez on the fast break attempt. Probably a good foul to prevent the easy layup. They'll send Nick Hansen to the free throw line, where he was lethal last night against Midway. Had the 2 game-clenching free throws to seal the deal in overtime. Nick Hansen looking to get on the board with a free throw, and he does. Second free throw will tie the game at 15 if he lands it. Tie game with 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. 15-15. Hanks takes it across on the back of Jacob Perez's 3 three-pointers. He's been dangerous so far in this first quarter. Georgetown will certainly have to adjust to his range here the rest of this game. Out to Saucedo, trying to milk this clock. Georgetown seems content with letting them take this all the way down and potentially have a last shot opportunity as we go under 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Now Nick Hansen will contest. Saucedo drives outside, back out to Perez. Looking for somewhere to go, out to Cardenas, back to Saucedo. Hansen contesting him. Out to Perez, and he's in the corner with Mohees. Got to find somewhere to go, under 20 seconds now. Mohees still guarding him close. And that will trigger, I believe, a foul on Mohees. I think they got him for a push there. So 13 seconds left. It'll be an inbounds play for Hanks. Potentially the last shot opportunity to take a lead into the second quarter if they land it. Saucedo going to work on Hansen. Pull-up jumper, tough shot, well contested. Offensive board inside there by Perez. They forgot about him. They land the bucket, and with 1 second to go, Hansen, I believe, gets that off. And his last second shot is no good. It's short. And so Hanks will go into the second quarter with a lead, 17-15 on that last second offensive board. We'll be right back with the second quarter right after this. Coming back live with the second quarter. A first quarter that was really carried by Jacob Perez. He's the leading scorer for Hanks. He averages 19 a game. Ended the first quarter with 11. For Georgetown, it's really been Finn Sims in that first quarter, and that was the game plan that I suspected Georgetown would come out with. They know they've got the size advantage. Finn Sims really went to work, but Hanks has got the 2-point lead coming into the second quarter on the backs of all those 3 balls Jacob Perez end up landing. Still in the game is Perez as he'll hand it off to Saucedo. Trying to build this lead is Hanks. Going inside, a good inside pass. They got tied up by Madre on the inside. A great play there to find Jacob Perez on the interior. He got tied up with Copeland Madre. He'll go to the free throw line. He looks a little slow to get up, but he will take these 2 shots, I believe. Jacob Perez having himself quite a first half, a chance to build on to his scoring total here with 2 shots. First free throw on the way is good. A totally new group here for Georgetown. None of their starters are in the game other than Oliver Reeves. As they look to get their starting lineup a bit of a breather. Second free throw, no good. Madre corrals it into the hands of Reeves. And now Diego Torres comes across the timeline trying to set up the offense. Down by 3. Madre's got it. Now in the hands of Wallace Knapp. Inside to Reeves. He's the biggest player on Georgetown's team right now. Torres inside now. Back out to Madre. Thought about it. Passes it out. to Denman Lawrence. Now Torres got it up top. Madre drives inside, back outside. Lawrence for three. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Madre secured it against Jacob Perez. Perez is having quite a fight. And that Hanks crowd is amped up on that bench. Georgetown pushing inside. Madre open for three. Lets it fly. Cannot get it to go. Offensive rebound inside. Great tip by Reeves. Up goes Wallace Knapp for the buckets. Georgetown still cannot find a three-pointer to go down, but their interior work keeping them afloat right now. Hanks up by one. 6:45 left to go here in the second quarter. Saucedo going up against Diego Torres. Up back to Perez. Another three-pointer. Lets it fly and hits it. Jacob Perez is just feeling it, folks, right now. 4 three-pointers here in the first quarter. A 4-point lead now for the El Paso Hanks. Torres gets it to Lawrence. Lawrence to Madre. Down by 4. Madre working up against Hernandez, really struggling to find somewhere to go. And he's going to get fouled by Abraham Hernandez. That was very close to a close coverage turnover there. Georgetown gets out of that jam, and now Madre will have the inbounds play. Georgetown needs a response to kind of dig into this momentum El Paso's found themselves with. Torres takes it across half. 6:10 left to go in the second quarter. Madre got it, now back to Torres. In the far wing, finds Lawrence, working against Perez. Trying to find somewhere to go, gets it to Knapp on the close corner. He can't find anywhere to go, back out to Torres. Lawrence now on the far wing. Jab step, goes inside, picks up his drill, back out to Madre. Gets a step, goes inside. Tough layup, no good, can't get it to go. Hanks lost control, went out of bounds, trying to determine where it's going, and it will be Hanks basketball. Georgetown's offense really struggling right now to find a successful way to get interior of that Hanks defense. And for Hanks, they're launching it with Jacob Perez right now. 4 three-pointers. I imagine he's going to continue to shoot the rock. They're going to continue to call plays for him. Saucedo takes it against Torres. Tough jumper, pull up, and he nails it. Hanks knocking down all kinds of shots right now. A 6-point lead for El Paso. Torres takes it up. Knapp has space, thinks about it. Now back out to Torres. Torres launches a three and gets it. The first three-pointer for Georgetown falls out the hands of Diego Torres. A 3-point lead now for El Paso. Saucedo takes it across half. Torres will play up against him. Back out to Perez. Thought about a three. Gets walled off. Passes it out to Hernandez. Now back to Saucedo against Madre. Perez got it. Madre on him. Now the pass out to Hernandez. Try to reset. Working against Lawrence. I believe we have a timeout by El Paso trying to get something out of this possession. We'll take a timeout with them. We've got an intense first quarter. I imagine an intense finish coming your way right here on the SHN YouTube channel. First Responder Broadcasting. Don't go anywhere, folks. Out of the El Paso timeout. El Paso with a 3-point lead as Georgetown has struggled to find an offensive rhythm. They've still got 20 in the ball game up to this point. El Paso with a chance to convert on the 3-point advantage. They go quick out of the inbounds play. Under 5 to go here in the second quarter. Jacob Perez with the ball, line up right now against Madre. Take it up to the top of the key, hands it up to Saucedo, out to Hernandez. Go now back to Perez up top. Thinks about driving inside, pass it out to Saucedo. Now a long pass, too high. It's going to sail out of bounds. They try to find Landon Martinez in the corner. It'll be a turnover. Georgetown will take possession now. A chance to tie the game with a 3. Diego Torres working against Saucedo. And they're going to call Saucedo, I believe, for a foul on the defensive reach. Bit of a substitution. I believe that's going to be Joseph Leggett coming in for Sebastian Martinez, number 11 in for number 12, as we have another inbounds play for Georgetown. Nick Hansen re-enters the game. I think pretty much about everybody in the starting lineup comes back into the game for Georgetown. Brady Askew, John Dahl, and Finn Sims all re-enter the game with 4:25 to go here in the second quarter, looking to even things up as we get closer to halftime. Nick Hansen comes across half court. Picks it up at the top of the key, finds Askew, can't handle it. And he was out of bounds. He touched the ball. It's going to be another turnover. Head El Paso's way. It's a great pass. Askew was cutting right as the ball hit there, just maybe half a second off on the timing, and Askew ends up touching it out of bounds on the save attempt. Hanks coming the other way now. Perez with 15 points here in this first half. Tries to go on the attack, pass it out to Cardenas, working against Finn Sims, and now they pass it back out and continue to move it around. We're seeing a lot of passing from El Paso, but not a lot of creation so far right now in this possession. Perez picked up his dribble, has to dump it off. Martinez gets mugged right there by Reeves. 23 gets inside Cardenas. He's walled off by Reeves. Got to pass it back out to Leggett, and El Paso will reset. Leggett working on Finn Sims. Back out to Perez. Thought about pulling up, doesn't do it. John Dahl, good defense on him. Back out to Leggett now. He's got to step. Pass it outside to Cardenas. His three-pointer on the way. Too much, no good. Georgetown with a rebound. Reeves got it. Finn Sims will take it across half court. Sims with a head of steam has been Georgetown's best offense here tonight. John Dahl gets a three and lets it fly. Carter John Dahl ties up the game at 23. A second three-pointer for Georgetown. Already more than they had all of last night's game against Midway. Definitely a good sign for things to come. El Paso trying to respond. Jacob Perez, a three of his own. It's short. He tries to go track his own miss down. And they're going to call a foul on John Dahl away from the ball, so it will remain El Paso's possession. Jacob Perez, a heck of a play there to shoot that shot all the way from about the far wing and then track it all the way down close to the near corner. And ends up being an out of bounds, away from the ball foul, and it will be an inbounds play for El Paso. Saucedo on the pass. Looking for somewhere to go. He's really struggling to find it. He gets it inside of Perez right at the horn. Leggett now finds, I believe, Martinez in the far corner. That three-pointer is no good. Sims is just too tall. Soars up and grabs the rebound away from Saucedo, and he'll take it across half court. A chance to take the lead for Georgetown. Under 2:40 to go in the second quarter. Askew out to John Dahl. Looking to get inside to Hansen, and he does. And Hansen cannot get enough on the layup. It's no good. El Paso now on the break. Finds Perez, pulls up for three. It's going to be short. Rebound by Hansen. He's got 1 on 3 right now. He's trying to go all the way, and he cannot do it. He gets to the rim, can't finish. And then Askew knocks it out of bounds. It'll go back to El Paso. 2:19 left to go here in the first quarter. Hansen's shot not quite falling at the same clip we saw last night, as we have a 23-23 ball game. El Paso with a chance to take the lead. Saucedo slowing things down as he crosses half court. Gets it to Sebastian, working on John Dahl. And they called a foul, I believe, away from the ball. It's going to be an offensive foul. I believe Georgetown's going to take possession here on an inbounds play. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Askew will have the inbounds and a chance to take the lead for Georgetown as we inch closer to halftime. Hansen just with 2 points here so far in the first half. Looking to see something go down here. John Dahl's got it tightly guarded by Perez in the far wing. I believe they're going to get a close coverage turnover for Georgetown. It's going to be an illegal screen, rather, on Georgetown, so another turnover. Neither of these offenses really operating at a high level. El Paso's only offense has really been Jacob Perez nailing these threes, and for Georgetown, it's really been Finn Sims, the head of steam, going inside. Perez looking to maybe let another one fly, pass it off to Martinez. He gets open, he launches a three, and he connects. The freshman, Sebastian Martinez, knocks down a three-pointer. Under 1:30 left to go in the second quarter. Georgetown down by 3. Nick Hansen takes it across half court. Inside to Sims. 3, Hanks on him. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it back to Reeves. Reeves gets doubled and loses the ball. Great take there by Sebastian Martinez. Now a fast break opportunity for Hanks. They'll slow it down. In the corner, Sims totally got it. They're going to call Sims for a push out of bounds on Joseph Leggett. A chance here for El Paso to go up by 2 possessions as we head into halftime. El Paso's nailed a lot of threes so far in this first half. That's really been their only scoring so far here tonight. Their ability to launch threes down from deep in the court and try to avoid Georgetown's size. Leggett now working on Sims, gets a step, passes it out to Saucedo, thinks about it, and now pull it out to Perez to try to slow things down. Under a minute to go in the first half. Perez back out to Saucedo. Askew on him. He's got to find somewhere to go. Gets it back out to Perez. 40 seconds to go. Hansen covering him. Perez tries to find an angle, gets inside, gets it inside to Leggett. Inside leverage to number 10, that's Landon Martinez. Cannot get it to go. Sims with the rebound and a foul by number 11, Joseph Leggett. 31 seconds left to go in the first half. Georgetown down by 3, a chance to tie the game as we head to halftime. Hansen will take it across half court. 25 seconds to go. Georgetown likely wants the final shot here. Reeves got it in the corner. Screen from Sims, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Just throws it away. Trying to get inside to Sims and just too much on the pass. Another turnover for Georgetown and gets it right back to El Paso. Now they will have an opportunity to take the final shot. 16 seconds to go in the first half. Up by 3 as Matthew Saucedo takes it across half court. Back out to Perez. He's the danger from 3 ball. Hansen on him. He gets doubled by Finn Sims, trying to control the ball. Puts up a wild shot, and he gets fouled on the shot attempt, I believe by Nick Hansen. The second jumper Nick Hansen's been called for a foul on, and that's going to give Jacob Perez 3 free throws on the shot attempt. So a chance to go up by 6 here, under 3 seconds to go before halftime. Jacob Perez coming into this game averaging 19. He's got a chance to almost eclipse that total here in the first half with 3 free throws. Nails the first one. Second free throw on the way. Up and good. One more on the way for Jacob Perez. Final shot is up and good. Georgetown down 23-29. Less than 3 seconds to go, so likely just enough time to catch the ball, maybe take 2 steps and launch a shot. They get inside to Hansen. He'll take it and go up. Got very close. It was a tough contest there by Abraham Hernandez. Georgetown will go down by 6 at halftime, 23-29. We'll have the second half after this halftime timeout. 10-minute break. We'll come back, maybe around 3 or 4 minutes left to go. Give a bit of a first half recap, set the stage for that second half. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got an exciting finish ahead for the second day of the Jack Frost tournament.
Yeah. I'm the big homie, for those of y'all that don't know me. One and only, name another rapper, this Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic to Ricky Bobby, shaking Bake Brody. Pin rolling, never sleep, I just keep going. Hit my peak now, I just started like my name Tommy. Had a vision, this was destined for my life story. Bible by my side, I keep it like a gun on me. War ready, and we ain't afraid to get bloody. Told me I should quit my day job, that's funny. Hate will always elevate me, I'ma keep showing. Out and selling, record spinning, it ain't never slowing. Take the stakes, take the crown, I don't need it, got the sound. I'ma be the king forever, even when they count me out. Favorite rapper, raise a bar from the ground. Taking risks you never dreamed of, get my name up out your mouth. Don't talk, it's silent on the floor, kings walk. We gon' drag your body through the door in shock. How I got them asking for a tour, man, stop. I'ma need a second, maybe more. I'm the big homie, for those of y'all that don't know me. One and only, name another rapper, this Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic to Ricky Bobby, shaking Bake Brody. Independent on my own, on my stand. Taking handles, not for me, I like the back of my demands. Bet against me, I'ma need that money coming in advance. I play with God's hand, you ain't never stood a chance. Take over your playlist, Regardless, I'm that dude, set the mood. Know I've always been on top, I play it cool, nothing new. They said I should flex and then bring in a juice. School the rules, came and stuck up the game and we running fools. On the loose, I'm the big homie. For those of y'all that don't know me, one and only, name another rapper, this Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic, then Ricky Bobby shaking. I can translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home, and now we up like, look how far we have grown. Yeah, I can translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home, and now we up like, look how far we have grown. I can. Young boy running to the same old path. Ain't got a car, no key, no gas. Change lane, no kick, same as ass. Everybody follow in and the boy get past. Now we gotta find where the winners be at. The car trend, stole flows, got a pin in the pad. Backtrack, he's locked and I'm out of the ass. World shine bright, flame start to dash. That's how it go. They go to grace, how to make it they own. Make it the tapes in a miner for gold. Seen it go plot when it be what they own. Put me in charge of my artistry, just like an artery. You know that blood is gonna flow. Ain't if elected, put him in shot. Be gonna stop, defibrillate and go. Translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home, and now we up like, look how far we have grown. Yeah, I can translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home, and now we up like, look how far we have grown. I will not pay you a Kofi. Only paper I deal with is loose leaf. But do you a favor and get you a feat. Yeah, I'll make your record a movie. I do all of my stunts, Bruce Lee. Only me ever gonna produce me. On the mic, baddest alive, getting richer. That trying to the pride I'm choosing. Give me a dot, they say I'm a genius. Must have been stuffed in my jeans. That can't be too long for I reach the top. Yeah, I got a shell out of brains. Check out my spot, this scene getting hot. Like every time I get released. And all these rappers are claiming we dogs, but I'm the one over here holding they leashes. I can translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home, and now we up like, look how far we have grown. Yeah, I can translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home, and now we up like, look how far we have grown. I can.
About almost 3 minutes to go before the second half kicks off. A first half that coming off of the heels of that Georgetown offensive explosion last night against Midway, where they scored 76 to only 23 for Georgetown on the board in the first half. Nick Hansen, notably, only with 2 points and 2 fouls in that first half, so he seems to have come back down to earth quite a bit. Finn Sims, really the only offensive weapon Georgetown's been able to rely on tonight. He's got 9.6 rebounds. Everyone else is just contributing a couple points here, a couple points there. For Hanks, it's really been a similar story. One player really taking over this ball game, Jacob Perez. 18 points in that first half. He came into the season averaging 19 a game. So almost isn't his season average in that first half. He's been lighting it up from downtown. A tremendously impactful player as advertised. The 5'9" senior has really been making things happen for El Paso. But like I said, a similar story. A couple of guys have hit a couple threes here and there, but not a whole lot of other contributors outside of number 3, Jacob Perez. And so I know both of these coaches are going to want to try to take away that other player's offensive weapon right now. For Georgetown, it's Finn Sims. Finn Sims is 6'7", and El Paso's tallest player is 6'3". Only so much you can do to try to nullify that height advantage in a basketball game. For Georgetown, Jacob Perez, they're probably going to try to close out on these threes a little bit more aggressively, maybe leave some lanes inside. But the advantage for Georgetown there is even if you give a step or two into the interior, you can rely on your bigger players potentially patrolling the rim to send some shots flying away on some rejections, on some good contests. So I think Georgetown has a lot to like about that first half. It's definitely a lot to grow on as well as they attempt to overcome the 6-point deficit, 23-29, headed into the third quarter. It should be another exciting finish. Georgetown will not quit. We already know that about this coaching staff. Coach Canfield will not have these guys give up on a basketball game. And the same with El Paso's. Mauricio Perez's squad came out flying around very quick, lighting things up from downtown. That was the worry that Coach Canfield had last night in the interview. He said they've got a couple guards that can really move around quick. They can let it fly. They can steal the ball. They're very fast. And so that's the advantage of going small ball. You've got the speed. You've got that athleticism, that just twitch, that quickness ability. You can get around some taller defenders, let some 3 balls fly, and they're falling right now for the Hanks Knights. 40 seconds to go before tip-off. Once again, wish all the best to Wally Harmon. He will be back after this Jack Frost tournament. He's up in Montana celebrating his anniversary, so we wish all the best for him, and we hope that's going well up there. And then a big shout-out, thank you to Heath Knuckles, to Hyatt Tuma for helping me out up here in the booth, bringing all this stuff to you guys for free. The entire Jack Frost tournament. Today's game, the current game, and then tonight's game at 6 p.m. We will have that as well, and then we will give you the information on tomorrow's game as soon as we have it. Inbounds play for Nick Hansen to start the third quarter. Georgetown looking to get on the board first. Hansen pass out of John Dahl. Looking inside for Reeves, gets it back to Hansen. Hansen lets a 3-ball fly, cannot get it to go. Rebound, El Paso. Hansen struggling to see his shot go down here tonight. Still only 2 points. Jacob Perez has played the entire basketball game to this point. He has not been subbed out. Starts the third quarter as well and will just milk some clock over there. Georgetown will not go up and contest, and El Paso is more than happy to just let this eat down. They've got a 6-point lead, and they want to slow this game down because they know Georgetown eventually might be able to capitalize on their size advantage. Pass out to Saucedo, going to work against Askew. Tough defense. Goes in for a reach, doesn't get called. Perez open for 3, lets it fly, cannot get it, and El Paso grabs the board. Leggett outside to Martinez, his 3-pointer on the way, and good. Another 3-pointer falls for the Hanks Knights. A 9-point lead now for Georgetown. They really need to find a bucket here to dig into this lead. Hansen to Finn Sims. Sims has got the height advantage. He's going inside against 3. Hanks gets tied up, and they're going to call a jump ball. Hanks will take possession on the jump ball tie-up. 3 Hanks Knights came against Finn Sims, and Georgetown's going to call a timeout to try to reset here early. We'll take a timeout with them. 9-point lead for the Hanks Knights when we come back. A 9-point lead for the Hanks Knights. They're still letting the 3-ball fly, and it's falling for them. We saw a similar situation last night against Midway, who also was really aggressive from 3. They did not have as much success as Hanks is having right now at seeing them fall through the bucket. Hanks a chance to take this to a double-digit lead. Perez and Saucedo will take it across half court. Saucedo working against Brady Askew. Back up to Perez, working against Hansen. Hansen's got 2 fouls. Perez, a nifty move to get around Hansen, goes up with a floater and nails it. Jacob Perez is just feeling it right now on the offensive end. An 11-point lead now for El Paso. Hansen takes it across half court, up to Finn Sims in the corner. We're gonna get to Martinez, and he'll take a charge. Another turnover for Georgetown on the charge by Finn Sims. El Paso really hammering it down right now here early in this third quarter. A chance to really take control of this basketball game. Jacob Perez working against Brady Askew. A spin move, get away from him for a second. Pass out to Saucedo. Now gets it to Leggett, working against Finn Sims. Leggett out to Perez here in the close corner, working against Askew. Gets around him, pulls up for 3, and nails it. Jacob Perez just cannot miss right now. And he is burying Georgetown. He's got more points by himself than Georgetown's got all game long, 23. Finn Sims inside now to Reeves. Back out to John Dahl. He'll try to get a 3-pointer to respond and gets it to go. A big shot there to try to dig into this El Paso momentum. Still an 11-point lead now for Georgetown. Georgetown's got to find a way to get the ball out of Jacob Perez's hands and make somebody else beat him. Perez working against Askew. Loses the ball for a moment. He'll hand it off to Saucedo. Now out to Sebastian Martinez working against John Dahl. In the far corner. Picks up his dribble. Aggressive defense there. He was able to get it out to Landon Martinez. Back out to Saucedo. Saucedo to Jacob Perez working against Brady Askew. Got to find a way to not let him shoot the ball. He's going all the way inside, passes it out. 10's got a step. So he gets it back outside of Perez. And he thinks about it, passes it up to Saucedo, and they will reset the offense. Under 5 minutes to go. Saucedo working against Nick Hansen. They're going to call Nick Hansen again on his 3rd foul now for Nick, and that's foul trouble here the rest of this game. I wouldn't be shocked if they have to pull him at this point just to try to save him from getting some fouls. They don't. They'll leave him in the ball game with 3 fouls. Under 5 minutes to go. Georgetown needs to get a stop. Perez takes the inbounds play. Abdul Mohis now guarded him. Takes it across midcourt and will settle things down. Goes to work against Mohis. Now pass it out to Saucedo, working against Hansen. Joseph Leggett now with a step, kicks it out, finds Perez open in the corner. Another 3. Jacob Perez cannot miss, and Georgetown cannot keep up with him. He's simply too shifty off ball. Georgetown cannot match up right now. 14-point lead for El Paso. All the momentum in the world. Georgetown needs a big shot here to respond. John Dahl gets it up to Finn Sims. Trying to get it inside to Hansen, cannot do it. Mohis back out to Finn Sims. Inside, it's tipped. Another turnover on the pass by Finn Sims. Perez taking it all the way, going fast. He definitely wants to take another shot. John Dahl walls him off, forces him outside, back to Saucedo. And they will slow things down once again. Georgetown desperately needs to stop here. Perez working against John Dahl. They're going to call a foul on John Dahl. They're calling things tight once again tonight. We saw that last night as well. Some close fouls, some ticky-tacky stuff. We're seeing a lot of that here tonight as well. A foul on John Dahl will give El Paso the inbounds play. Jacob Perez, 26 points here in the ballgame so far. As many points as Georgetown's got in the ballgame. Inbounds play. Trying to go up with a quick shot. They don't get it. Sebastian Martinez drives inside. They're going to call another foul on number 5, I believe. Another foul on Georgetown. And it will be an inbounds play, I believe. No, it'll be free throws. No, it'll be an inbounds play. They're all kind of muddied up in the middle there. I couldn't quite tell what they were trying to do. 4 fouls now on John Dahl, so he will sit 1 foul away from having to leave this basketball game. Inbounds play inside of Perez, gets it inside to Sebastian Martinez. Under 3:35 to go here in the third quarter. El Paso's really opened things up here. Georgetown desperately needs to find a way to stop the scoring run El Paso's on. They find Perez open in the corner once again, and he misses the three-pointer. Still way too open for the guy who's really beat them all night long. Finn Sims cannot handle the pass, almost turns it over on the catch. Now trying to go work point. Working against a couple of Hanks, has to pass it out. Now Mohiz gets it on the close wing. Gets it back up to Hansen. Hansen tries to drive inside, he's doubled. He's fouled on the floor by Saucedo. 3:02 left to go. Georgetown down 14. A chance to start digging into this lead. A 14-point lead for the El Paso Hanks. Hunsaker on the inbounds play. Try to find somewhere to go with it. Gets it inside to Nick Hansen. Nick still looking for his first bucket. His only 2 points are on free throws, and he travels. Another Georgetown turnover. They just cannot find any sort of offensive rhythm here in this third quarter. Ball back to Jacob Perez. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Georgetown needs to close this gap if they want to have a realistic chance here in the fourth. Saucedo's got it against Mohiz. Back out to Jacob Perez. Now to Ryan Cardenas. Working against Hunsaker. Picks up his dribble back out to Perez. Working against Nick Hansen. Has to pass out to Leggett. They were more than content with just milking this clock as much as they can. Perez on the deep, and they're going to get a fourth foul on Nick Hansen on what I guess is a push. They're calling everything really tight right now. It's going to be free throws now for Jacob Perez, and that is 4 fouls on Nick Hansen. So 2 shots for Perez to capitalize, and he is an excellent shooter as he knocks the first one down with ease. And more than likely, Nick Hansen will have to sit at this point just to try to prevent him from picking up that 5th foul. And he will sub out for Diego Torres. A tough third quarter right now for Georgetown. El Paso really stamping everything home at this point in the ballgame. Perez nails the second free throw. He has not left the game. I do not imagine he will with how well he's playing right now. Perez has got 28 in the ballgame. Torres taking across half court. Under 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Just desperate to get some sort of points going. Finn Sims been quiet here in this third quarter. Gets walled off. Gets a good pass inside to Hunsaker. Can't finish. Second shot is good. First bucket in a long time for Georgetown. Cuts the lead to 14 as we close in on 2 minutes to go here in the third. Georgetown's got to continue to stack stops and scores if they want to find themselves back in this game. Saucedo to Perez. Mohiz on him. Good move to get some space. Has to pass it out, and the pass is too high. Sebastian Martinez, the freshman, can't handle it. A turnover goes Georgetown's way, and now maybe a chance to stack scores on top of each other as Finn Sims goes fast. Trying to dive all the way inside, and he will draw a foul. That's what I expected to see more of in this ballgame. Finn Sims with a head of steam, and because of his size advantage, it's going to force Hanks to foul consistently. Not as many players in foul trouble as I thought there might be if Georgetown's game plan went as they wanted it to. The first free throw was no good for Finn Sims. 1:47 to go in the third quarter. Sims' second free throw attempt on the way. To cut the lead to 13 points. Shot is up, and he gets the bounce to go his way. It falls 29-42, your score with 1:46 to go in the third quarter. Georgetown going with some pressure now. Perez will take it across half court. Mohiz will pick him up. Georgetown needs another stop. Perez going to ISO game, passes it out to the corner. Number 5, that's Abraham Hernandez working against Finn Sims, and the Hanks Knights want a timeout. 1:30 to go in this third quarter. Timeout on the court. We'll take a timeout with them. Georgetown basketball continues after this.
Royalty, put blame on me. Hate my trend. What up, OG? Watch how you talk. tone.
Timeout, out of the timeout by El Paso, up by 13 here in the third. They've outscored Georgetown by 7 in this quarter, went into the half with a 6-point lead, now a 7-point third quarter differential, a 13-point lead right now for El Paso. On the inbounds play, they'll get it into Jacob Perez. He's got 28 points in the game. Mohiz will pick him up across half court. They'll try to double it. Almost got to the pass. Now they're setting some pressure. And we're going to get a travel on number 23, Ryan Cordena, as the freshman. Georgetown will get a turnover that they needed in a big way. And now they will attempt to go put some points on the board. Finn Sims will step into a three-pointer, let it fly, and it's short. Georgetown hustle play, picks it up Diego Torres, good offensive rebound. Georgetown will get a second chance. In the corner, Mohiz, he'll launch a three-pointer. He can't get it to go. Another offensive board. Finn Sims with that one. Gets inside to Lawrence. Now trying to find something offensively. Under a minute to go here in the third. A couple of three-pointers were no good. Georgetown still has the ball. Mohiz lost it. A good poke out there by Salcedo. Hanks on the fast break attempt. Salcedo pull up, now pass it out to Perez. Open in the corner. Cannot get the three-pointer to go. Mohiz grabs a rebound. A good break there for Georgetown. Under 38 seconds in the third quarter. Georgetown desperately needs some more points to try to build some momentum heading into the fourth. Torres with it. Tries to drive inside, gets a step, finds his way inside. They're going to call a foul on the floor by number 5, Abraham Hernandez. So with about 27 seconds to go here in the third, it'll be an inbounds play for Georgetown. Finn Sims checks out for Wallace Knapp. Georgetown a chance to dig into this lead. Got to find somewhere to go with it. Torres just kind of bounces it inside to Mohiz. Out to Lawrence. Lawrence drives inside. Good running shot off the glass. Get to the fall. And with 18 seconds left, El Paso with the chance to take the last shot. Jacob Perez, you know he wants it. He gets doubled there. Pass it out to Salcedo with Torres on him. 6 seconds to go. They lose track of Perez once again. He beats him with another three-point shot. They just cannot keep track of Jacob Perez. He's got 31 points in the ballgame, as many as Georgetown's got. Headed into the fourth quarter, we'll take one final timeout and bring you the conclusion of Georgetown Eagle basketball. The second day of the Jack Frost tournament continues right after this. Back live as we start the fourth quarter. El Paso Hanks up by 14 on the back of Jacob Perez with 31 points in the ball game. And an immaculate day from three ball from him. He has just let it fly. Georgetown has not been able to keep up with him. Off the ball, with the ball in his hands, he's just letting things rip. The 5'9" senior make things happen in a big way for El Paso, looking for their first win in the tournament after they lost last night to Coppell 57-89. Georgetown with the inbounds play. Askew gets it into Torres, back to Askew. Georgetown's got to find a way to get some points on the board in a hurry to cut into this deficit. Wallace Knapp goes to work now. Torres takes a step inside, puts up a shot, gets it to fall, and the foul. A three-point play chance for Georgetown just as they drew it up coming out of the break for Diego Torres to come in and capitalize on this three-point play. A foul on Jacob Perez. One shot to come to capitalize on the three-point play. Cannot get it to go. Almost got the offensive rebound. Coben Madry had a good shot at it, but it's handled by El Paso. 7:40 left to go, a 12-point lead now for the Hanks. Get it to Perez. We're seeing some pressure now from Georgetown. Pass inside, good passing. El Paso's really moving the ball well. Had a chance to get inside, could not capitalize, but now they've reset. They've broken the pressure, and now Perez, Madre on him. They continue to send pressure. Saucedo now with it. Gets a step against Knapp. Goes all the way inside. And it rattles in and out. Offensive board against everybody. Goes up and is fouled. Ryan Cardenas, the 5'11 freshman, grabs the board, gets fouled. 2 free throws to come. So we have seen a defensive adjustment. Some pressure sent at the ball handler for El Paso. Right now, El Paso's handling that very well. 2 free throws on the way with 7:18 to go in the fourth. First shot is up and good. Second shot on the way to reestablish that 14-point lead. Cardenas lets it fly and knocks it down. A 14-point lead once again for El Paso. Georgetown's got to find a way to get points and get stops as we close in on 7 minutes left to go in the ballgame. Madre back to Torres. Outside the Askew. Risky thing. That could have easily gone out of bounds. Knapp back to Torres. Now Madre's got it at the top, trying to find somewhere to go. Wallace Knapp into the hands of Torres in the far corner. Steps inside. Nifty little pass there to Knapp. Has to pass it back to Askew, who's doubled, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Loses the ball and gets it knocked away, and that's a foul on Abraham Hernandez, number 5. So a free throw competition right now early in the fourth quarter. Georgetown will go back to the line. Brady Askew with 2 shots here. It's all for naught, though, if Georgetown's not able to stop El Paso on the defensive end right now, and that all starts with stopping number 3, Jacob Perez. Askew's first free throw is good. Second free throw on the way to cut this to a 12-point lead. Second and 2 shots, up and good. Askew 2 for 2 from the line. Madre now trying to send some pressure on the ball carrier of El Paso. Working against Perez all the way down. Finds a man inside wide open. Landon Martinez was just right by the rack. No one picked him up. An easy bucket there. Heck of an assist by Perez. Torres now to Askew. Georgetown's got to score quickly to regain some sort of momentum. Askew from the corner for 3. No good. It goes above the backboard, so it'll be an automatic El Paso ball. 6:23 left to go. Still that 14-point lead. Georgetown's not been able to dig into that yet. A minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Inside to Perez. Now Georgetown lays off a little bit. We'll see if they apply pressure as they cross half court. Torres matched up with him. Now back out to Saucedo. Matched up with Madrid. They will send pressure. Perez handles it well. Gets inside. Nifty pass outside. Now back to Saucedo. El Paso's ball handling I've been very impressed with. They're passing the ball very well right now. Perez gets a screen. Pass it out outside. Lets it fly from 3. No good. As Abraham Hernandez's three-pointer. Now Askew with momentum loses the ball. It'll go out of bounds. Just a mental lapse turnover there for Askew. Trying to find somewhere to go with the basketball. And now Hanks will regain possession under 6 minutes to go, still with that 14-point lead. Inbounds play to Sebastian Martinez, the freshman. Working on Wallace Knapp. Has a step, cuts it off. Now gets doubled. Has it inside, open to Saucedo. Makes the extra pass, tried to get inside. And they're going to call a charge. That's the second charge Hunsaker's taken. He had a big one last night in the fourth quarter to steal that final shot away from Midway. A charge there to force a turnover, give the ball back to Georgetown's offense. Askew takes it across half court. You wonder when, and he just throws it away. Miscommunication on Torres' part, I believe. Another turnover offensively. You have to wonder when Nick Hansen will re-enter this game. Nifty move by Hanks to try to get away. Now back up to Perez. Walled off by Madre, who's done an excellent job when he's been in the game, matched up on him. And Nick Hansen does check into the scoring table. Martinez trying to find somewhere to go. He's doubled, gets it inside. Extra pass is good by Abraham Martinez. Shot by the rim is no good. Offensive board, though, by Landon Martinez. Back to him. Finds his way inside, and he's going to get fouled on the floor by Wallace Knapp. 5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Georgetown has made no progress in this 14-point lead, and Nick Hansen will enter the game. 4 fouls on him, so look for El Paso to target him aggressively on the defensive end to try to get him to foul out of this basketball game. On the inbounds play, inside wide open, number 12 cannot knock down the shot, and now Nick Hansen's got it in transition. Going up against 2, gets fouled on the take, and he will go to the free throw line. An immediate impact play for Nick Hansen to go in transition, under 5 minutes now, still trying to dig into this 14-point lead. They've got to find ways to score and stack wins on defense. Nick Hansen's first free throw is good. So all of his points are free throws so far tonight. Second free throw on the way, also good. 2 for 2 from the line is Nick Hansen. Georgetown still going with pressure. Saucedo on Hansen. Saucedo's going to get doubled back out to Perez. Madre picks him up. Now back out to Saucedo. Perez once again finds himself open in the corner. Misses everything on that three-point attempt. And Perez too aggressive there. He's going to get called for his 4th foul of the game, and that would be a big one. If he ends up having to leave this game, he has been really Hanks' only offensive playmaker tonight. He's got 31 of the 49. There's been contributions elsewhere, but that foul will also put Georgetown in the bonus. So it will be free throws the rest of the way. Diego Torres will have 2 shots here. First free throw up, no good. Cannot capitalize with a 2 for 2 attempt. Torres with a second chance to put points on the board for Georgetown. Gets that one to go. Now an 11-point lead for Hanks, a timeout by Georgetown. We'll keep it here for this one. 4:33 left to go here in the 4th. 4 fouls for Jacob Perez now. If he has to leave this game, that would be a massive loss for Hanks the rest of the way. We saw something similar occur last night's game where Thibodeau fouled out of that game with 2 technicals and 5 regular fouls. He had to leave the end of that game and ultimately Midway would lose in overtime. A potentially similar situation here if Perez has to leave this game. Now, Hanks has a lead that they're going to try to protect here. But if he has to leave the game, he has been easily Hanks' best offensive weapon all game long. I don't believe they have another scorer in double figures tonight. So look for Georgetown to play aggressively against him, and the same thing on the other side for El Paso because Nick Hansen's also operating with 4 fouls currently. Look for Hanks to target Hansen on these plays, try to get his 5th foul, and force him to sit the rest of the game as well. Inbounds play for Hanks. Georgetown still sending some pressure. Torres will pick up Saucedo as he crosses. Now to go to the zone. Inside, pass is good. It's caught up. And then Martinez takes it out. He is doubled by Hansen. Hansen's got to be careful, cannot get his 5th foul. And El Paso's going to use a timeout. He got doubled up. Probably a good timeout call there. You don't want to have to give that ball up. We'll take this timeout with him. 4:16 left to go in the 4th. We'll be right back after this. Closing stretch now of the 4th quarter as the teams emerge from their timeouts. Hanks trying to hold on to an 11-point lead. Georgetown has found a little something. They've won 3 points back up to this point, though naturally 1 shot from Jacob Perez could erase all that progress in a heartbeat. Perez operating with 4 fouls, so is Nick Hansen. Nick Hansen, really the big story for Georgetown's offense tonight, only with 4 points. All of them coming at the free throw line. He has not seen a shot go down fresh after that 45-point performance last night in the overtime win. Hanks running the inbounds play. Saucedo will get it inside to Perez as we close in on halfway through the 4th quarter. Perez will be picked up by Torres. Georgetown needs to find another defensive stop. Immediately, Martinez gets the ball in the corner. He's doubled. And they're going to call an out of bounds, I believe, a turnover there. Georgetown will regain possession. Great pressure applied on the double team, forces the turnover. Georgetown with a chance to cut this to a single-digit lead. Torres takes it across half court, back out to Madre. Madre goes it into the hands of Hansen, who turns the corner, puts it up. Almost got the shot to fall, but he gets fouled once again. That's on number 11, Joseph Leggett. And so 2 more free throws for Nick Hansen. All of his damage coming from the charity stripe up to this point, but a chance to cut the lead to single digits with 2 made free throws. 3:53 to go here in the fourth. First shot is up and good. Second shot is a big one. Cuts it to a 9-point lead. Free throw is up and good. Nick Hansen perfect from the free throw line right now. 6 points for him. Georgetown continues to send pressure and harass Hanks. Gets the turnover. Hansen stole the ball. Couldn't convert on the first attempt. Gets his miss. Lays it up and in. And a quick flurry from Georgetown puts this to just a 7-point lead. Now they break the pressure. Perez on the move. Gets across half court. Picked up by Hunsaker. Puts up a crazy shot. Whoa, wild collision there at the low end. We've got an injured player. They're not stopping the game. They will let it keep going as we go under 3.5 minutes. Hanks broke the pressure. Now number 12, Martinez going inside. Kicks it out. And we're going to get another charge call, I believe. Another charge call on El Paso. It'll be a turnover for Georgetown. Georgetown's taking the momentum right now. Now just a 7-point lead. .3:19 left to go in the ball game. Georgetown with the momentum, down by 7. Nick Hansen's been electric right now, and El Paso, it got teed up. I believe the head coach, Mauricio Perez, just got a technical called on him. What a crazy call at this juncture in the ball game. It's going to be 2 shots for Nick Hansen from the free throw line and the ball. So a technical foul on number 12, Sebastian Martinez. He's out of the rest of the game as Nick Hansen knocks the first free throw down. He comes up short on the second technical, but this will still be possession. Georgetown now only down by 6 with 3:14 to go and all the momentum. Nick Hansen has been a playmaker right here in the fourth on the offensive end, getting to the charity stripe. They get inside of Torres. He loses the ball. Hansen recovers in the corner. Clydesdale guarded by Saucedo, gets around him. Though I'm not sure how that wasn't a foul. Nick Hansen hit the deck hard, and they're going to get Madre and the transition foul. Jacob Perez was going full head of steam all the way. Madre fouls him. I'm not sure how they did not call a foul on Nick Hansen's attempt there. Probably got contacted by 2 different Hanks Knights, but it'll be an inbounds play for the Hanks Knights. 3:03 left to go, nursing a 6-point lead. Perez gets it inside to Cardenas, back out to Saucedo. Under 3 minutes to go. Saucedo working on Hansen. Hansen's got those 4 fouls. Saucedo's going to try to milk some clock. Hansen goes up on him. Now gets out to Perez, working on against Torres. He'll get doubled by Madre. Gets inside, has space. Good recovery defense by Georgetown to close down the gap. El Paso will reset. Perez still working, finds Cardenas on the far side. Back up to Saucedo. Torres on him. He gets doubled by Hansen. Back out to Perez. Perez finds himself a lane. He'll run it back out to the corner. Gets out to Leggett. He gets doubled. Passes, goes against the Georgetown defender. They force another turnover. Under 2.5 minutes to go. Georgetown has momentum, but they still are down 6. Nick Hansen, 3-pointer. Good! Nick Hansen, a clutch 3-pointer. A 3-point lead is all that remains for the El Paso Hanks, and Copeland Madre immediately fouled Perez on the inbounds play. That 14-point lead, as soon as Nick Hansen entered this ballgame, has been erased to just 3 with 2:12 left to go. Inbounds play for Hanks. Perez got it. He's double-teamed by Madre and Torres. Just throws it away. He's got space. 2 Hanks with no defenders left. Puts up the shot. Is good. Too much pressure there for Georgetown. Forgot about the back end of it. An easy 2-point bucket to reestablish a 5-point lead. Hansen now with it. He's been electric in the fourth. Knapp gets it back to inside to Hansen. Layup is good. They win those 2 points back, and Georgetown wants a timeout. Under 2 minutes to go. Nick Hansen's come to life here in the fourth. 48-51. Nick Hansen has come alive. 14 points in the ball game now. Coming into this game with coming into the fourth quarter with 4 points on free throws. He's been dynamic here in the fourth, and Georgetown's needed him. We'll keep it right here for this clutch time, late timeout. El Paso's got possession, up by 3. Georgetown's pressure has been effective so far to this point, but last possession, they lost track of 2 Hanks Knights, led up an easy layup on the other end. under 2 minutes left to go, so that this is not make or break yet. Another score for El Paso would not seal the game with this much clock left to go. But the more pressure, the more turnovers Georgetown can continue to create, the better their odds are. Nick Hansen here in the fourth has really come to life in a big way. But you also got to get a massive shout out to the defense. Specifically, I think Copeland Madre has come in and really changed the dynamic of Jacob Perez. He has not been able to score here in the fourth quarter. And that is really what's kept Georgetown afloat here and mounted this comeback. A lot of this comeback can mount because they've been able to wall Perez off, not giving him a comfortable look, force him to make some extra passes, force some turnovers. And now a chance here, if Georgetown can get a stop, to potentially tie the game with a 3. Inbounds play for Hanks, though. They'll try to rebuild this lead. Saucedo looking for somewhere to go. Gets inside to Leggett. But before that, we're going to get another timeout by El Paso. So El Paso, they'll want a timeout. We will take this one. Timeout on the court. We'll be right back with the conclusion of the fourth quarter in a very tight ball game. Don't go anywhere. It's clutch time here at Georgetown High School, the second day of the Jack Frost Tournament, game number 2. Georgetown looks to go 2-0 if they can cap off this comeback against the El Paso Hanks. Hanks looks for their first win in the tournament after losing last night to Coppell. It'll be an inbounds play here for El Paso. Saucedo looking for somewhere to go, trying to get it to Perez. Torres did a great job walling him off, but they're going to call a foul on Madre away from the ball. And that's going to be free throws now for El Paso. So a tough foul there by Madre, his 4th of the day. That's going to give shots for El Paso. 1:49 left to go. A chance to regain a 2-possession lead. It'll be Joseph Leggett shooting the shots. His first is up and no good. Still looking for his first points of the ball game. Did not get them on that first free throw. Needs to get 1 to establish a 2-possession lead. Second free throw on the way. Up. Gets the kind bounce to go his way. Back up to 4-point lead for Hanks. Hansen will take it across half court, pass out to Torres. Under 1:45 left to go. Torres picks it up, gets inside to Hansen. And I believe they're calling it the timeout. I'm not totally sure what. I think that Georgetown called a timeout there. Trying to set up an effective play here late in the ball game, under 2 minutes to go. We'll keep this timeout up here in the booth. So under 2 minutes to go now. Georgetown's still down by just 4. They've won back 10 points here in the fourth quarter, really on the back of Nick Hansen, who came into this ball game, came into this fourth quarter rather, with 4 points, but came into this game after a 45 points performance. And he's really been electric here in the fourth quarter, really put this offense on his back, scoring in bunches, getting to the free throw line very effectively. They're going to need another couple of shots if they want to find themselves back in the driver's seat of this basketball game. On the other hand, Georgetown's defense has really honed in a big way. I believe El Paso has 4 points in this quarter. 1 made shot, 2 free throws. Or 3 free throws, I believe. Other than that, though, they've not really found any sort of offensive success because of that Georgetown pressure that they have elected to go with. Ever since the start of this fourth quarter at the back of Copeland Madre. He's done a great job defensively as a physical presence really inside. He's also got some size on him. He's taller than most of these El Paso guards. An inbounds play here for Georgetown. Let's see what they cooked up in the timeout. Torres gets it inside of Hansen. Hansen immediately fires a 3. Cannot get it to go. Rebound inside by Hunsaker. Can't get that to go either. Knapp recovers the offensive board. He gets double teamed. And he'll just throw it. Got to save it from the turnover. Torres does. Nick Hansen now recovers. Under a minute and a half to go. Still down by 4. They can take a 2-pointer here. They do not have to chase with 3-point shots. Hansen to Torres. Nick Hansen outside now to Hunsaker. Back to Torres. Nick Hansen's got space. Lets a 3-pointer fly. Too short. Tries to track his own miss down. Can't do it. Hanks with the ball. Hanks now in transition. Saucedo takes it across midcourt. Closing in on 1 minute to go. Georgetown needs to get a stop. Perez had some space. Doesn't take a shot. Now Georgetown's playing aggressive. They get some space outside. Get it back to Saucedo. They're going to try to milk the clock. Under 1 minute to go. El Paso still passing it well. Leggett finds himself with a lane. Perez open. Doesn't take the shot. Still looking to just milk clock here. Saucedo with it now. Working against Hansen. Hansen can't foul him. 40 seconds to go, and now Knapp fouls Jacob Perez, the last guy you want to send to the free throw line here. 40 seconds to go. El Paso has done a tremendous job just wasting time with high-level passing, high-level movement, not turning the ball over in pressure spots. And now Jacob Perez with a chance to make this a 6-point El Paso lead. 41 points to go. 41 seconds to go, rather. First free throw up and no good. Cannot land the first shot. Second free throw opportunity on the way. First, we will get some subs in for Georgetown. Brady Askew and Finn Sims come into the ballgame. 41 seconds to go. It will be a 2-possession lead regardless, make or miss here for Georgetown. And it is a make. So a 5-point lead now for El Paso. Georgetown's got to get 2 shots up and good if they want to tie or win this ballgame. Finn Sims got it, under 40 seconds. Nick Hansen now double teams. Back to Torres, back to Askew. Got to find somewhere to go. It passes tips. Nick Hansen's got to play aggressive at it. Goes up and is fouled. Fouled on the shot attempt with 26 to go. That is another foul on number 11. So Nick Hansen will go to the line, a chance to bring this back down to a 1-possession game. But we will have to start playing the foul trouble game, I imagine, at this point in the ball game. Less than 27 seconds to go. Nick Hansen, 2 free throws on the way. First shot is no good. So it will not be a 1-possession game after this sequence. Another substitution as Madre and Knapp come into the ball game for Georgetown. 1 more free throw shot for Nick Hansen. Shot is up and good. It's now a 4-point El Paso lead. They've got to play this aggressively if you're Georgetown. They get inside of Perez and they foul him. That's a timeout, rather. Timeout taken by El Paso before the ball came in, I believe. Georgetown's got to find a way to stop Jacob Perez from touching this basketball. They've got to force somebody else to the free throw line here. A 4-point lead, so 2 shots would still maintain a 2-possession lead here. Georgetown's going to have to play the the free throw game if they want a chance to potentially upset and come back from a 14-point deficit and win the second game in the Jack Frost tournament. We've had 2 games so far and 2 electric finishes so far in the Jack Frost tournament. Georgetown on the winning end of one last night, an overtime finish. And then tonight, mounted a heck of a comeback. They've gotten close. Will it be enough to potentially come all the way back from down 14 in the 4th to tie, force overtime, or potentially take the lead in regulation and win it? It's going to be a challenge for sure. As a coach, they're going to be scheming up their best options that they believe will give them the best opportunity for El Paso, get the ball into the hands of Jacob Perez, for Georgetown to force a turnover and steal a possession and try to continue mounting this comeback. It will be Saucedo on the inbounds play. You know Georgetown's eyes have got to be on number 3. 26 seconds left to go in the game. Saucedo will have the inbounds play, trying to get in the Parrots, and he does. Perez is trapped and throws it risky, but they're going to get away with it, and now they've broken the contain. This is no good for Georgetown. Now they can continue to milk the clock. Saucedo's got it. You might as well foul him rather than letting him give it to Perez. They don't foul Matthew Saucedo. They let him give the ball to Jacob Perez. They foul him instead, and now he will go back to the line with 2 more shots to add to his intense performance. He's got 32 so far with 13 seconds to go. Huge credit to this coaching staff for El Paso. They've done a tremendous job with these players, teaching them how to avoid pressure in these clutch moments. The first free throw is up and good for Jacob Perez. They've passed it extremely well in the clutch moments. They've avoided the turnovers that Georgetown needed. Both free throws are good. 13 seconds, all that remain for Georgetown. They need a quick 3. They get inside Askew. Less than 10 seconds, they've got to just kind of throw one up here. Back to Askew. He lets it fly. Cannot knock it down. Rebound by El Paso, and that will just about do it. El Paso's going to knock off the Georgetown Eagles here with a 6-point lead, 4 seconds to go, and the ball with shots. Georgetown mounted a comeback in the 4th, but it is not going to be enough. They cut the lead all the way down to as little as 3 here in this 4th quarter, but ultimately just too much of a deficit coming in. Georgetown offensively started too slow to really have a great chance at coming back and winning this ball game. As we will have 2 free throw shots by number 2, Matthew Saucedo. He misses his first one. End result not super relevant at this point. They will win this basketball game. He nails the second. Georgetown will just inbound this one and probably heave up a last-second attempt. Ball snap, 4-3. Doesn't get it to go. And the El Paso Hanks have won their first game of the Jack Frost tournament. Georgetown, after a 76-point outburst last night, scores 49, but it is not enough to keep the lid on the El Paso Hanks on the backs of 34 points from Jacob Perez. Some top guys from Georgetown. Nick Hansen came in a big way in that 4th quarter. He finished with 15 points in the ball game. Finn Sims had 10 points as well. But just a much slower day for Georgetown's offense tonight. Couldn't get an early rhythm. It was very choppy, a lot of turnovers, a lot of mental errors. And so they dropped this 12 o'clock game. Next game will be at 6 against Coppell, who are rolling right now. Georgetown's going to have to play their A-plus game if they want a shot at this one. Coppell beat El Paso 57-89, and they just beat Midway the game before this by 62. And so Georgetown's going to have to play an A+++ game if they want to hang in there with Coppell. We'll have that call at 6 p.m. right here in the gym. Same place, same location. If you can make it, please show up, support the Georgetown Eagles. If not, we'll have the call. Holden Tuma, Hyatt Tuma, thank you for helping me out up here. Heath, as always, killing it on the camera. We'll be back at 6 p.m. for the 3rd game of the Jack Frost tournament, and then we will update you guys on the location of the Saturday game after that. So thank you again for joining us tonight, for this afternoon, really, for this 2nd game of Georgetown Eagle basketball. Join us again at 6 p.m. Once again, a big shout out to Wally Harmon granting me the opportunity to do this, and a big shout out to everybody up here helping it make it happen. Joe Gunner, folks, will be back at 6 p.m. for this 3rd Jack Frost game. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you later.